Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're stepping in as your virtual real estate broker to take a really fascinating look at the landscape of Hunt County, Texas. But hey, we aren't just looking at your standard run-of-the-mill housing metrics here. We are going straight to the source. We're translating local municipal data, city council agendas, school district strengths, and community calendars to create your ultimate real estate matchmaker. By decoding what these specific cities prioritize, we can help you figure out exactly which Hunt County lifestyle fits your perfect home. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's quickly check out our roadmap for today. First, we'll get the big picture with a welcome to Hunt County. Then, we'll dive into the hubs, Greenville and Commerce, followed by the historic charm of Royse City and Caddo Mills. After that, we'll explore some quiet towns and their core values. And finally, we'll wrap the whole thing up by looking at the true Hunt County lifestyle.
Section 1. Welcome to Hunt County, the big picture.
Section 2. Hubs, Greenville and Commerce, the centers of activity.
Now, if your dream real estate location absolutely requires robust infrastructure, strong local schools, and a really vibrant civic calendar, well, Greenville is definitely your heavyweight champion. When we look closely at Greenville city government plans, we instantly understand the kind of lifestyle it offers homebuyers. Take the Trails and Bikeways Master Plan, for instance. To a homebuyer, that bureaucratic title actually translates to a huge tangible commitment to outdoor recreation, pedestrian safety, and overall community health. Add in the award-winning W. Walworth Harrison Public Library, free summer concerts at Market Square, massive civic gatherings like the 4th of July Music of America celebration, and even highly specific local traditions like the North Texas Antique Fishing Lure and Tackle Show. It tells you that Greenville actively invests in bringing its residents together.
Moving right along to Commerce, we see a slightly different engine driving the activity. Anchored by East Texas A&M University, the city is highly focused on the future. Things like the Comprehensive Plan 2045 and neighborhood empowerment zones might sound like, super dry zoning terms. But actually, for a real estate investor or a family looking to lay down roots, those are massive green flags. These initiatives mean exciting incentives for community growth, a thriving local economy, and a city council that is actively empowering neighborhood development. Plus, that strong university presence heavily influences the local public school districts, bringing incredible educational resources and a distinct academic vibrancy directly to families in the area.
Section 3. Charm, Royse City and Caddo Mills, historic main streets.
Comparing Commerce and Royse City brilliantly illustrates the contrast available in this county. On one hand, you have the youthful, academic energy of Commerce, where the local library is hosting things like Puzzle Palooza and student life brings a very specific vibrancy. On the other hand, you have Royse City. When you look at their municipal sites, they proudly highlight their historic MKT depot, the century-old WOW building, and their gorgeous 1886 street scenes. Royse City is absolutely for the homebuyer who wants a deeply preserved, heritage-rich atmosphere, but still appreciates modern family amenities like their highly rated independent school district, really popular municipal splash parks, and a super active Main Street board.
All right, let's take a look at Caddo Mills, 48.3. So what exactly is that? That's actually the median age of its residents. Now you might be wondering, why does this matter to you as a homebuyer? Well, data like this is a fantastic indicator of a town's rhythm and demographic makeup. An average age approaching 50 suggests a highly mature, established, and settled community feel. It's the kind of place where people buy a home, send their kids to the well-regarded local schools, and just stay for the long haul.
And then there's this number, 5,500. That is the resident population of Caddo Mills. So the crucial takeaway here is that with just over 5,000 residents, Caddo Mills provides an incredibly intimate, tight-knit environment. But, and this is absolutely key, their Economic Development Corporation still has the resources to host big, unifying events like the Red, White, and Boom Festival. You get all the piece of a small population without sacrificing those fun community celebrations.
Section 4. Quiet towns and values, small town retreats. For those of you craving a true pastoral escape, where the lot sizes are larger, the stars are bright, and the traffic is literally non-existent, communities like Campbell are calling your name. Just listen to this beautiful mission statement directly from the City of Campbell's website. They say they're defined by small-town values, guided growth, and preservation of heritage. That perfectly captures the neighborly spirit of these retreats. And honestly, it's not just talk. We actually found a recent municipal alert from Campbell where the city had to clear some downed trees on their streets. Instead of just hauling it all to a dump, they piled the wood behind City Hall and put out an alert offering free firewood and kindling to any resident who needed it. I mean, how great is that? That is the exact kind of small-town value proposition you are buying into when you purchase a home here.
These quieter towns, they really prioritize simple, accessible community staples and proximity to nature. Take Lone Oak, for example, which proudly promotes local visuals of sweeping fields of Texas bluebonnets and grazing buffalo right alongside its pavilion and civic center. Meanwhile, towns like Quinlan and West Tawakonee focus their public presence on straightforward, highly accessible municipal services and fantastic access to lakefront properties. It's basically a no-fuss, high-tranquility lifestyle for the homebuyer who just wants to disconnect and enjoy the outdoors.
Section 5. The Hunt County Lifestyle, a calendar of community. To truly understand what it's like to actually live here, you just have to see how a typical summer unfolds across the region. Looking at the community calendar really brings everything we've talked about to life. Look at how active this county is. On a Friday in June, you could be enjoying live music on Main at Cookston Court in Royse City. The very next morning, you're at their local farmers market. A few days later, you can take the kids to Puzzlepalooza in Commerce. By July, you're in Greenville for a massive civic celebration for the 4th of July. And in August, you're exploring regional history at the Antique Fishing Lure Show. This busy calendar shows us that whether you're in a bustling hub or a quiet retreat, Hunt County really keeps its residents engaged.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I really want you to take a second and think about what you actually want out of your next home. We've looked at the robust civic plans and school districts of Greenville and Commerce, the deeply preserved heritage of Royse City and Caddo Mills, and those shared, neighborly values of towns like Campbell and Lone Oak. Bustling hub, historic charm, or quiet retreat? Which of these unique local flavors perfectly matches your real estate needs and lifestyle goals? Keep that question front and center as you search for your perfect Hunt County home. Thanks for joining us.